now, in order to maximize the deduction of having a home, you can take advantage of the home office deduction. And here's how you do that. So all you have to do is have a home and have a space within your home that's used regularly and exclusively for business. All that means is that you can't have your bedroom that also has a desk or a monitor over there and try to call that your home office. That's a dual use space. You have to have a space that's used regularly and exclusively for business. And once you have that space, the good news is that you'll be able to take deductions for all the indirect expenses of the home. Yes, you get the mortgage interest and the property tax, just as you would without taking a home office deduction. But in addition to that, you get insurance, you get to write off utilities, water, sewage, electricity, right? You get to write off repairs, you get internet and Wi-Fi, things that are indirectly related to you owning and operating basically that home. And anything that's directly associated with your home office, you get to write that off in full. You don't have to take a percentage based on the business use. Okay, that's the home office deduction. Let's look at two different ways in which we can take the home office deduction. So the first method, they call it the simplified method, but I call it the lazy method. The reason why I call it the lazy method is because you get $5 per square foot for up to 300 square feet. That's a $1,500 deduction. For most folks that I work with, that's not going to move the needle. All right. So if you're going to take advantage of a home office deduction, it's best that you get into utilizing the regular method. And that method simply states that all you have to do is come up with your business percentage, and that's based on the square footage of your business office compared to the overall square footage of the home. And then you can use that percentage to take deductions, okay, based on the expenses of your home. All right, let's look at a quick example as it relates to this home office deduction. So hopefully this isn't too overwhelming. So let's say you purchase a home for $450,000. You had a down payment of about $45,000. That's about 10%. And you finance the rest with a mortgage, right? At 6.709% for the rest. So your home office percentage, based on you doing a calculation of the square footage versus the square footage of the overall home, is 25%. So you have all of these expenses that are associated with the home on the left side under the home categories, right? That's about $55,000 worth of expenses. Now, to the right of that, you will see we have a comparison where there's no home office versus there being a home office deduction. As you can see on the left side of the comparison, you get the mortgage interest and the property taxes. So that's about a $30,000 deduction. And if you're in a 24% tax bracket, that's about $7,000 of a tax impact to you, okay? Versus if you take a home office deduction, in addition to the mortgage interest and the property taxes, you get to deduct a whole bunch of other things, right? Which ultimately conclude in you getting a $44,000 deduction. That's about a $14,000 difference from a tax impact perspective. If you're in the 24% tax bracket, that's about a $10,000 tax deduction, okay? That's just a comparison of the two.